Hello! If you are someone who wants to try out photography for herself, then this video is definitely for you, because I want to provide you with a basic understanding of my photography journey as a hobby photographer, and I just want to say to you that it is possible to go after your dreams and start your own photography journey. So, my name is Bogdarka Buchmüller, and in this video I want to showcase you my very first photographs. So, let's get started. So, in my late teens, I gained an interest in photography, but I knew so little about it, and I only had a compact camera with which I tried to capture some spring blooms, but I very soon realized I need something more for the purpose, so I bought my very first camera, this Lumix G7, which at the time was a very good budget camera. But with time it got a little weathered. It's about 8 years old this time. My little Lumix G7 was a constant companion on my hikes, and it was with me throughout the seasons to capture the everyday moments as well. But most importantly, it helped me to find beauty in the ordinary. I am far from a professional. I might say I am a hobby photographer. This camera made my memories tangible, and it is so important at last. This Lumix G7, being an M4 tux, is a lightweight option for your hikes and for your everyday moments. It still functions well for photography, and I can use it for videography too. This being an M4 third camera, you should keep in mind the crop factor. This means to get the equivalent to a full-frame sensor, you should double the focal length. I thought making this a series of videos showcasing my photographs, and in this video I want to show you my earliest photographs, the very start of my photography journey. And I just want to mention that I have an Instagram page for photography. It's called Freckled Photographer. You should check it out, and on my main Instagram page you can find many more moments of finding beauty in the ordinary. So this photograph is among my first ones I have ever shot. It was taken on a micro-adventure to a national reserve in Romania called Vaduk Rișului, which has so impressive views. I wanted to learn with this one how to balance the shutter speed and the aperture, so I wanted to get a flowy water effect, which I did with a longer aperture, so that means I had a larger f-stop number, so a small aperture and a longer shutter speed. I didn't have with me at the time an ND filter or polarizer. I had no tripod with me either, so this photograph is a little shaky, but I love the blues of the water. And still, it feels a little overexposed in contrast to the one to the right, which I think is better exposed. So it is because I worked with a shorter shutter speed. And I love the luminous and color contrast on this picture between the deep turquoise water and the rock in the central foreground. The centrality of the rock makes the composition, I think, quite decent, but there's an annoying element in the right edge of the frame, another rock which is unfortunately in the frame. Let's go on with the following two photographs, which were taken on a little city break in Košice. I think these two pictures are quite similar because I wanted to capture on them the grandeur of these buildings. For that, I used perspective and a wider focal length. What I love about these, I think I love the saturated blue colors of the sky on these pictures. Bruges is one of the most beautiful cities I have ever been to. It was an early winter day when I visited it, and to contrast the other days of my trip to Belgium, it was a warm, sunny day with warm hues and the most beautiful and romantic lighting. It was just charming. And my favorite one being the one in the middle, but I know I could have worked a little more on the composition on that one. I think it is evident what I wanted to do with these two pictures. I wanted some soft backlit images with the sun peeking through these flowers. With these, I wanted to capture what the seasons provide to find beauty in the ordinary, because you can find photography subjects everywhere, even locally in your town or even in your backyard. For example, these magnolias are in my local park and the laburnums were just in our backyard. So next up you can see 3 pictures, a set of my DIY projects, because I use a CD to have these interesting effects on my images. I wanted to create the feeling of entering a new world and making the ordinary extraordinary. Later on, I even got hold of a prism. Now let's get back to landscapes, and one of the most impressive ones in Romania is a transfiguration one. It's definitely a dramatic one. As you can see on the right, you can see the Vidraru lake, and on this picture I just love the peachy reflections on the water. I mean, what connects these pictures are not just that they were taken on the same trip, but you can find many triangular shapes on both of them, which make them dynamic, and I think this is what draws the eye to them. The picture on the left could have been a little better if it were less noisy, less crowded with people, and no garbage container, but still I love the perspective and the sharpness of the image. So I think it invites me to imagine that building, how it could have been in its more glorious state, or what can it become out of that in the future. In the middle you can see a great example of the use of negative space with a definite subject, and I love the upward direction of the subject, the seagull, and I think it says to me you can go higher. And the last one in this series, I think it's a decent shot but nothing else. It's not too special, but I think it adds to the wall. Larkspurs are one of my favorite flowers, and this picture is one of my other attempts of capturing them. Later on in this series, I will show you more of them, what I shot recently. It is not a perfect shot or anything like that, but there's some tranquility to it, and I love that it brings me back to my idea of finding beauty in the ordinary. So I think that's all about my first stages of my photography journey. It has been a long time since I started, and I think I will learn more and more on the way. I really appreciate that you watched my video, and thank you for that. And please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. What I hope is to bring some beauty in the ordinary with my little videos. I encourage you to notice the details around you, because you can pass so easily through beautiful things, but photography is here to make them last. So, thank you again, and goodbye.